Anyway, but so we get to 1979, and you've got almost 30 years of experience already to your credit, and along comes the role of Rosco P. Coltrane, and just tell me how that sort of changed your life, the way that became such a hit.
Well, I tell you, I was doing Hooper
Okay.
with Burt Reynolds, and I'd written a script and performed on it, and Dorothy and I were getting ready to go down to Florida on a little vacation, and my agent called and said, "I want to send you over on a series." I said, "A series?" And it says called Dukes of Hazzard. I said, "I don't want to do a gang thing. I really don't." And they said, No. This is a good old boy thing, and they're going to shoot it in Conyers, Georgia. Well, I had produced a picture for Burt Reynolds called Gator, and Burt and I did the rewrites on it, and we shot it. It made money. And I said, "You're going to shoot it in Conyers, Georgia? The fishing's good. The people are nice. And they're going to shoot the whole series in?" And they said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm going to go over and see about that." So I go over there, and here is the producer and the director and the writers and the Inquisition. They're sitting there in a bunch of chairs, and they had one chair sitting out in front. And I sat down on that, and I said, "Now, what is this?" And it says, "Sheriff." And I said, "How do you want me to play him?" And they said, "Well, we would like for him to be amusing and found it funny." And I said, "Well, I played a lot of heavies, but I starred with Jerry Lewis in a movie called Three on a Couch." I said, "I can do comedy." I did that in summer stock. So I thought, what am I going to do? Because I do not want to embarrass the sheriffs in this world, because I have too much respect for the fire department and sheriffs and the military. So I said, I'll play him like a 12-year-old who likes Hot Pursuit. So what I did when I said, let me read the script, I read the script, and when I'm reading it, I did what I used to do with my little girls when they were little, and I'd see chasing them, and I'd go, "Could you do booty, get you little rascal?" Well, they fell off their chair, and they signed me. I was the first one they put under contract.
First one?
And we shot 5 episodes down in Conyers, Georgia, and then they moved it back to that cesspool called L.A.
And so you had to go back to L.A. for 6 years?
Oh, yeah, for another 6-7 years. I finally got a dog on the show, though. I went to the dog pound and got Flash and put her on the show. They didn't give me a girl on the show. And people were beginning to wonder. And so I said,
I didn't realize that.
But I'm being naughty. But anyway, I said, give me a dog. It'll make some different type of scripts, and scripts are so much alike. And so they didn't want to do it at first, and I said, well, I'll quit. I want a dog. So we went to the dog pound, got Flash. She was 7 years old. She lived to be 14, became one of the biggest stars on the show.
Right.